video feels very strange for me to do because I thought I hated exercise. Let me just clear something up. I don't hate exercise. Well, I basically thought I only enjoyed playing competitive sport and walking. I still walk absolutely everywhere, all my family does. I would often walk from my flat to central London, which takes about an hour and a half, and I would just rarely use the tube really. I also love taking the lovely Olive for a walk quite a few times a week. I found her on Borrow My Doggy, and for those who don't know what Borrow My Doggy is, it's basically an app for people that want to borrow people's dogs. She is an utter joy and has brought so much happiness to my life, and I can't recommend the app more highly really. Come here, say hi. Say here. Don't work with animals, guys. Say hi. Hello. She has no idea what I'm doing. Now, as most of you know, I suffered from very extreme anxiety for quite a few years, and I still have anxiety. It's just at a lesser degree, I guess. And I had always been told by so many people about exercise and the benefits it can bring to your mental health. Not just like, you know, just casual walking, but like real sweaty exercise where you get those endorphins really kicking in. So I started my journey quite a few years ago to try and find something that I didn't dread and that I didn't hate going to. I first did what we all did. I went to the gym. Fucking hated it. I feel like a hamster on a wheel when I'm on the treadmill. You're running, but you're just not getting anywhere. I then tried spinning. I hate cycling, so I hated it. I then tried a few gym classes. I did 80s aerobics, I did box fit, I did boxercise, both of which are just classes which were designed for girls, I think, to make them feel like they're boxing, but you're not really. And finally, stay with me guys, I tried yoga. Hated it. Got bored. And all I was thinking about in every class was what I was going to eat for dinner that evening. I'm a fast-paced person, and yes, before you say it, perhaps I should force myself to try and get into yoga and Pilates, to slow myself down. But as a fast-paced person, I just didn't get on with it. I just didn't. So back off yoga, people. Back off. Now, should we get to the good stuff? Now, I do have a script for this video, by the way. This is just how I work. I had written, I can't really remember where I heard about One Rebel Boxing, but my flatmate told me 2 nights ago, she was like, oh, I read an article you did on boxing, and you said you couldn't remember how you found out about it. It was her. So Bard, if you're watching, I will now acknowledge that you told me about it. So thanks. Anyway, she told me about this place called One Rebel. I have always liked the idea of boxing. I can imagine how good it could make me feel. So I decided to go and see what all the fuss was about. So for my first session, I decided to do a 30-minute rumble class. Most of the classes are 45 minutes, this is a 30-minute one, and I thought I should do a short one in case I hated it, which, going by my track record, was a high possibility. First of all, by the way, One Rebel gyms are, in a word, fit. It looks so cool in there. It's just such a cool place to hang out, and everyone is so lovely and friendly. The reason why she's laughing, by the way, is because she didn't realise I was filming. And it's great for women, especially because they have the most amazing changing rooms with amazing mirrors and lights, and they've got hair straighteners and lotions and hair grips. I mean, it's a woman's dream. Now, when you find a form of exercise that you love, it's hard to talk about without sounding really cringe, but it's the most amazing feeling, and I honestly never thought I would say that, like, ever. It has helped me mentally, massively, and I didn't expect it to help me as much as it has done. People always used to bang on at me when I was feeling really shit, like, oh, just do some exercise. I was like, where? Turns out they were kind of on the money. Now, One Rebel have quite a lot of different classes going on, but I currently only do the one called Rumble.
Cross, power punch, right at the back, so you're twisting that foot, that knee and that hip, rotating through, connecting with those top 2 knuckles again.
Now, Rumble in particular for me has been so amazing for my anxiety because the class is so fast and intense that you're so distracted from your own mind and thoughts, like you can't even think about anything else but what you're doing.
10 reps on everything. Less than 60 seconds now. Jab, jab, cross. Jab, cross. Jab, jab, cross. 5 seconds. When you stand up, it's going to be right foot forward, right hand up.
Also, before you say anything, I'll start critiquing my boxing skills. I'm learning, okay? So back off.
Jab, cross, 10 seconds left. Nice.
And I totally get that you could have the same feeling from other forms of exercise that you love, but for me in particular, this was my thing. Each rebel gets their own punch bag. I can't remember how many there are, about 30 in the room I think, and then you've got the trainer in the middle with their own punch bag, so you basically copy what they do. I can't tell you how much punching the shit out of that bag relieves so much of my stress and anxiety.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
It's also not just boxing, it's a mixture of cardio and boxing. So you'll do some combinations on the bag, and then you'll do sit-ups, and then you're boxing, and then you do burpees, and well, it goes on.
And again, hold it here. We're going to go back into press-ups in 15 seconds now. 10, 4, 3, 2, 1, recover.
Now, one of the trainers at One Rebel is called Sol, and he is awesome. He let me film him boxing after the session for a bit because he is just way better than me, so I thought you guys might like to see a pro in action. So ladies and gay men, you are welcome. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks!
It's all right.
When I have finished my session, I feel amazing. I'm really sweaty, but I feel so empowered from one class. I don't know, like, it just sounds, I think like it's just, that is how I feel. And I think, I'm sure some of you watching have felt the same after certain exercise things you've done. I have boxed all my problems away. And afterwards, I feel lighter, I feel stronger, mentally and physically. Every time I plan on making a video not very long, it ends up really long. I just wanted to make this video about boxing in particular because I've been posting pictures on my Instagram and Twitter, and people have been asking me about it, and I just wanted to talk about it really. Maybe boxing isn't for you, it's not for a lot of people, but I guarantee if you keep trying out different forms of exercise, you will eventually find your thing. If anyone is living proof of that, I am, because I honestly hated everything I tried. And then once you do something you love, you're like, oh my God, I actually don't hate going back. This is a weird feeling. So get up, get off your ass, or I will punch you in the face. I'll leave all One Rebel's details in the description below. If you do end up going to try a class, I would so love to know how you get on. I really would. They do spinning there, the boxing, and they do another one called Reshape, which is on treadmills and weights, I think. I haven't done it, too scared. But they have loads of stuff, so if you go, let me know. And that rhymes. I cannot believe I just made a video about mental health and exercise. Honestly, people were telling me for years about exercise, and I was like, shut up, I've heard it before. And now, I am the person preaching to people about it. I mean, the world's gone mad.